Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Super Robot Wars J. And there's nothing you need to do, again, in regards to Secret for this stage, so you're fine just playing the stage however you want to play it. Oh, well, it's good for us, isn't it? Huh. So it looks like these guys met up with each other. Yeah. And that's pretty much what we're gonna do during this stage. We're actually gonna fight a few bosses here, and there's actually an interesting, there's quite a few interesting things that actually happen during this stage. Kebab. Wow. I suppose that is true. No. Oh, this is happening. Oh no. What's happening in there? I don't think this is good. Looks like there's an odd signal about. I don't think anything with rotund trees are good. We should probably ignore it. Not good, not good. Don't go. Don't do it. Yeah, that's true. Oh wow. Yeah, that's true as well. Oh no, D-Boy, don't go in on your own. That's a death flag. D-Boy, please. Listen to us. D-Boy, no. It's not a good idea. Ah, he went in on his own. So we have the Granteed, Leisner, Blue Earth, the Baldy, and the Babel, I think is what they're called. Hey, who's this? It's Tekkaman Dagger. Oh my god. So yes, we have an objective this time that's different from just killing all the enemies. Well, that objective will return later in the stage, but at first we have to complete this objective, which is, to put it simply, destroy those things that appeared before D-Boy dies himself. essentially just beeline right towards those. You don't have to attack it or anything. You just have to put your unit in it. Just head right towards them. Attack the Gundam if you can, but otherwise just ignore them outright. Don't bother with them. I thought I had, on my first attempt on the stage I failed because I thought I had one more turn, but turns out I didn't. So yeah. Yeah, if you don't destroy all of these, you fail the mission, and you have to do it all over again. Although I do think I lose a unit here, just because the Roanne were just able to hit it enough. I think it may have been the Babel that I lost. Oh no, we gotta help D-Boy. Not having a fun time. No, D-Boy, no. We still need to destroy that last one. I wonder what actually is going on. I think he's just like pretty much just running around like a, I don't know, like a rat, I guess, trying to dodge Tekkaman Dagger. And there we go. All those devices got destroyed. And he's turning into a Tekkaman once again. And more Roanne appeared. But we got reinforcements as well. And that's it. That's all the units we have for this stage. I think that actually is all the units we do have. So, yeah. Dagger, I think, is about as tough as he was last time. His stats may be a bit better, but since we leveled up since then, our stats are also better. You shouldn't have any trouble with Tekkaman Dagger. I can imagine you having a bit of trouble with his whatchamacallit, evasion. Oh, yeah, I did lose that unit. I think that's the Boldy. Just got unlucky, and all the enemies' attacks were able to hit him. But yeah, using your spirits, you should be able to hit the dagger just fine. But beware, there will be enemy reinforcements in a way after you take down Dagger. Zaft will show up, and you can guess who's gonna show up. But I am trying some new audio settings to prevent me from peaking so much. So if my audio sounds a bit different, that's why. Oh, wow, he has more HP than our warship. I realized that. What was that, let's see. The fact that, Dagger's, attack is called, what is it, Cosmo Bowgun, reminded me of Cosmo from Ideon. I don't know why. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but, yeah, Ideon isn't in this game, but, from what I know, he's pretty powerful. And the reason why it reminded me of Ideon is because, what is it? One of the pilots of the Ideon is named Cosmo, I think. Although I think I should mention this, is that there's not always a clear indication of whether or not you got a secret. This is true for a bunch of different Super Robot Wars games. Sometimes there is, like there's a very clear indication that you did it, but other times there isn't. So as long as you fulfill all the requirements on, well, as long as you fulfill all the requirements for the secret, you should get it. Even though it may seem like you didn't. Halfway to being taken down. Could have said that a bit better, but yeah. I would need to pay more attention to my energy consumption. I think I do fix that a bit with just paying more attention to what moves my unit does, but yeah. I just kind of let the game kind of decide for me which move is the best to use most of the time. I usually only really take more of a control when I have a lot less HP. Not HP, energy. That's when I'm more worried about what attacks I use. But energy is actually one of the easiest. Not one of the easiest, one of the cheapest, I should say. Things to upgrade. So if you want to upgrade all the energy of a robot, you can do that pretty early on in the game. But only do that if there's a mech that you really want to use, but its attacks is energy intensive. But even then, you should have the solar chip right now, which recovers energy each turn. I don't give that to the Granteed because I want him to be more bulky. And I believe with this, dagger is finished. Nope. Live on a thread. But Kira should easily be able to finish him off. Yeah. Don't know what that was, but oh, what? Oh, you missed. Well, then the Granteed can do it. Yeah, go Granteed. You're the only one who can do it. Yeah. Wow. Dagger has no HP or energy left. Yeah, that's another reason why I like the Granteed, is because of his Finger Crusher. For me, from what I remember, it was a really powerful move, but it can be used without wasting up any energy at all, which is why I like using it a lot. Although I haven't played enough with the other units with the other units you could pick with Toya to know how well they work. Oh, he ran away. Oh. Too bad. Oh no. Zaft. And let me tell you, there is going to be a bunch of units, so just get ready for that. There's not an insane amount, but it's still enough where you should be a bit worried about it, because there is, let's see how many. There's the other G units, except Athron. I don't think Athron's here, and there was the Desert Tiger that we fought in the last stage, and his warship. And some other Mook units. Up there's those guys. Lesseps. Oh. Well, I'll tell you right now that the other G units are gonna come soon, so get ready for them. I think they'll appear actually after you beat Lesseps. I don't quite recall. And Lesseps, the Desert Tiger, Watfield, as you can see, he's not actually on the stage right now. Once you take down the battleship, well, warship, he'll actually come out and fight you. So, that's that. And I don't think he's gotten any tougher at all, now that I think about it. Still a boss though, so not something you should take lightly, but if you're able to deal with him last time, then you'll be able to deal with him just fine here. We won't actually... No, that's not, that's not something that's really important. But, one thing that does kind of bother me about this game is the sort of, repetitiveness of the bosses sometimes, because we fought the G units several times already, and we'll fight them a few more times. So, I mean, it doesn't bother me that much, but I can see how that can be a sort of an issue. Although I think that's a bit of a problem with most Super Robot Wars games, is that you tend to fight the same bosses over and over again. It's not that big of an issue, and it doesn't bother me too much, to be honest. When I'm just playing through the game, it doesn't really bother me, but it only becomes a bit of a bother, I suppose, when I'm sort of doing this post-commentary stuff. Because I see them so many times. This always amuses me when I think of a small little fighter jet going against a big warship, because in reality he shouldn't be able to actually... He's not anywhere close in size to the Lesseps, I think. But I'm not entirely sure about the Lesseps because I've never seen the Lesseps, and I don't really have a point of reference to compare it to. Only a little bit more and we will take down the Lesseps. Just one more hit and should do it. Huh, so it's called the Lago. I forget if DaCosta appears later on in the game. He might. There they are. Oh wait, the what is this called again? The Blitz? No. I know, what is it? Murrue just said the name, but I wasn't paying attention, and I completely forgot about it. But, no, he doesn't have his, he's not upgraded yet. Oh no, Kagili is close to being shot down. What's happening? What was that? Something called Seed? Well, it's like Kira gotten a boost. I think that what Seed does actually in-game is give him higher stats. Either way, it's useful, and it only activates when his will reaches a certain point after the stage. And after it activates, it always stays activated. I believe this is a bit different from the anime, because from what I seen or maybe heard, is that this happens in space. Well, the strike turning yeah, I'm fairly certain this encounter takes place in space. So I think just to speed things up, they combined the encounter with Walt Field with the encounter with the G units. But I can neither confirm nor deny that. But yeah, at this point you should put the launcher pack on Kagili, or you can give her the sword pack if you have the launcher pack on Mu. Giving her a pack is better than giving her nothing. And I actually hit him. I didn't expect that to actually work, but it did. Yeah, it's him, Kira. No, we'll be able to finish him off with the Granteed. At this point, the Granteed should be more than enough. With the Finger Crusher. Go. And there goes Watfield. He's been shot down. We're the one who killed him, Toya. But anyway, here comes the enemy reinforcements. Again, the G units aren't anything special this time around. They aren't upgraded as far as I'm aware, so only their pilots' levels are different. Um, the launcher pack, it actually does consume quite a bit of energy, so from what I remember, so you don't want to just use it willy-nilly or else you won't have a fairly strong attack when you need it. Although I don't think I used Kagili too much, to be honest. You know, it's useful to have another unit, but yeah, because I believe in the next few stages, in one of the stages in this route, the enemy units are underwater, and the blaster attacks have no effect underwater. Beam sabers work just fine, but blasters, well, not blasters, but the beam rifles, they have no effect. I don't know why I was calling them blasters. Oh yeah! The first Sky Grasper can recover energy and the second one can repair. I forgot about that. I think I used it more. I think I used the Sky Grasper number 2 more for repairing than actually attacking. Yeah, since I wasn't really comfortable going towards these guys, I decided it was best just to hold my ground and wait for them to come to me. I'm not really too worried about the Granteed taking damage, because I know it can take quite a few hits. Especially with the parts I put on it. I think eventually I get a barrier and I just slap that on Granteed as well. Because I find it amusing when the Granteed takes a hit and he just sort of just stands there. Because what happens if you take a hit and you take no damage because of a barrier, even if the attack's a crazy combo attack, the Granteed won't like make will be in that sprite position just there. That was just there. That one. Not the hurt sprite. And he'll just take it like a champ, and he'll take no damage. It's pretty funny once you actually see it. But when you get a barrier, they usually use energy, so it's not really so on the on units with very low energy, it's not really too useful, but it's there. It's like kind of like with the Combattler V, and I gave him the what is it, the beam coating, which prevents him from taking, well, he takes less damage from beam attacks. So close. But not there. Yeah, well, you're gonna get taken down, Dirka, by a simple fighter. Yeah, I did. And I shut you down, what is it, 2 or 3 times already? Not including this one? See you later. That's what it's called, the Agni. Oh. I think when I was playing through the stage, I didn't realize that was actually Miguel. But, yeah, he was another boss. I guess you can I wouldn't really consider him a boss, really, though. More of an ace pilot, I guess. You know what, I'll consider him a boss because of his unique portrait. Look at the Granteed go. So close. But at this point, any unit can take him down. Yeah, and that's another reason why I like the finger catcher so much, is that once Toya's combo skill gets high enough, he can kill a bunch of enemies at once. And just to do it, I finish off Noal with the Strike Gundam. But yeah, while the Strike can't do it in this game, apparently in some of the and he never did it in the anime, from what I know. But apparently, the Strike Gundam has been shown wearing all 3 of the different packs and like model kits and some other media. So it's something the Strike Gundam can do, is wear all 3 packs at once. But I don't recall what it's called when it does that. I think, but it can't do it in this game, and it didn't do it in the anime, from what I've heard. Oh, what's happening right now? Yeah. Well, I was gonna say something, but I decided best to keep my mouth shut. Wasn't anything bad, just something really out of character for me. Oh no. Well, looks like D-Boy's just a normal person now. His tech setter crystal broke. Yeah, that's true. I suppose. But either way, the stage is over, and I don't think there was anything I did here I needed to mention. Nope. So anyway, I'll see you guys again next time, whenever that is. Bye.